Welcome to Ritzy Beauty World. Have you ever wondered how to emulsify rose petals in rosehip unrefined oil? Well, you're in for a treat. Today, we're exploring the fascinating world of emulsification, a process that holds the power to transform simple ingredients into something truly magical. You see, emulsification is more than a fancy term. It's a process that combines two substances that usually don't mix, like oil and water, into a harmonious blend. And when it comes to skincare and beauty, this process can unlock a world of benefits. Emulsified products like the rose-infused oil we'll be making today can deliver nutrients more efficiently, offering you smoother, healthier, and more radiant skin. Imagine being able to create your own natural, rose-infused beauty product, right in the comfort of your home. Imagine the freshness, the aroma, and the satisfaction of knowing exactly what's in your skincare. So, are you ready to learn how to make your own natural, rose-infused beauty product? Let's dive right into it. To begin with, gather all the necessary ingredients and tools. The beauty of emulsifying rose petals in rosehip unrefined oil lies in its simplicity. It's all about the quality of the ingredients, which are minimal yet vital. You'll need fresh, organic rose petals. Choose roses that are fragrant and free from pesticides. Next, we have rosehip unrefined oil. This oil is known for its skin benefits, and it's crucial that it's unrefined to retain all its nutrients. Moving on to the tools, you'll need a blender, sturdy enough to blend the petals into a fine paste. A spoon or spatula will be useful for mixing and transferring our emulsion. Lastly, a glass jar is required for storing our final product. Ensure it's clean, dry, and sterilized to prevent any potential contamination. Just a quick tip. Always remember to handle the ingredients and tools with clean hands to maintain the purity of the product. Now that we have everything we need, we can start the emulsification process. Firstly, we need to prepare the rose petals. The key here is to ensure that we're using the freshest petals possible. Fresh, organic rose petals are our gold standard, as they're packed with the maximum amount of natural oils, which are bursting with benefits for our skin. Let's start the preparation process. The first step is to gently wash our rose petals. Now, we're not talking about a full-on scrub down here, just a delicate rinse under cold water. This wash will help to remove any dirt, dust, or tiny insects that may have found a home in our roses. Remember, we want our final product to be as pure and clean as possible. Once our petals are suitably refreshed, we'll move on to drying them. It's crucial to get rid of all the excess water to prevent any possible bacterial growth in our oil emulsion later on. To do this, we can gently pat the petals dry with a clean towel or allow them to air dry naturally. If you opt for air drying, spread the petals out on a flat surface and let them be. It's a bit more time-consuming, but it's worth the wait. Now that we have our clean, dry rose petals, it's time for the next step, crushing. Crushing the petals helps to release those precious natural oils we talked about earlier. But remember, we're not making rose petal jam here. We just need to lightly crush them. You can do this with a mortar and pestle, or simply use your fingers to gently bruise the petals. It's important to note that when you're crushing the petals, you'll start to notice a lovely natural fragrance. That's a good sign. It means you're releasing the beneficial oils and are on the right path to creating a fantastic rosehip oil emulsion. With the rose petals prepared, we can now move on to the next step. Don't worry, we're not rushing. We're just one step closer to our goal. So, let's keep the momentum going and dive right into the emulsification process. Now it's time to emulsify the rose petals in the rosehip unrefined oil. So, what does this really mean? In simple terms, emulsification is the process of mixing two substances that normally don't blend well together. In our case, we're trying to create a harmonious blend of our beautiful rose petals and the rich, nourishing rosehip oil. Let's begin by gathering our prepared rose petals. Remember, these are not just any petals, but those handpicked with love and care. Now, gently introduce them to the waiting pool of rosehip oil. As you do this, take a moment to appreciate the natural beauty in this union. Think of it as a marriage of nature's finest gifts, where the petals lend their fragrant essence and the oil its nourishing qualities. Now let's take our concoction to the next level. We want to ensure that our rose petals and the rosehip oil are not just sharing the same space, but truly becoming one. For this, we'll need to blend the mixture. And no, we're not talking about a whirlwind romance here, but a slow and steady courtship. You want to blend the mixture gently, allowing the rose petals to gradually release their essence into the oil. The goal here is to reach a state of emulsification. But what does that look like? Well, you'll know you've achieved it when the mixture transforms into a creamy, homogeneous blend. It's like when two people, so different in their own ways, come together to form a perfect union. That's what we're aiming for with our rose petals and rosehip oil. Now, you might be wondering, how long does this take? Well, the answer is not straightforward. Much like any good relationship, emulsification cannot be rushed. It needs time and patience. So, keep blending until you achieve that dreamy, creamy texture. It could be a few minutes or it could be longer. The key is to stay patient and enjoy the process. And as you blend, take a moment to marvel at the transformation taking place. Watch as the petals and oil mingle, dance, and eventually merge into a beautiful emulsion. It's truly a magical process, one that showcases the beauty of nature and the wonders of science. Now, if you've been following along, you should be looking at a creamy, fragrant blend of rose petals and rosehip oil. This is your very own homemade emulsion, crafted with love and patience. It's a testament to the beauty of nature and the power of patience. And voila! You've successfully emulsified rose petals in rosehip unrefined oil. Congratulations! You've not only created a beautiful, nourishing product, but you've also learned the art of emulsification. It's a skill that goes beyond beauty and skincare, extending into the realm of chemistry and science. So give yourself a pat on the back. And remember, the beauty of this process lies not just in the end product, but in the journey itself. Now, let's talk about how to store this rose-infused oil and how to use it. Storage is key to maintaining the freshness and effectiveness of your rose-infused oil. After the emulsification process, pour your rose-infused oil into a glass container. Why glass, you ask? Glass is non-reactive, meaning it won't interfere with the oil's properties. It's best to use a dark-colored glass to protect the oil from sunlight, which can degrade its quality over time. Now onto the lid. Make sure it's airtight. Oxygen can be a real party pooper, causing the oil to go rancid. Store your precious concoction in a cool, dark place, like a pantry or a cupboard, away from direct sunlight and heat. And remember, this is a natural product with no preservatives, so it's best to use it within 6 months. So how to use this rose-infused oil in your skincare routine? There are several ways, each with its own benefits. First up, as a facial oil. Apply a few drops of rose-infused oil onto your freshly cleansed face. The oil will sink in, providing deep hydration, and the rose petals' antioxidants will give your skin a lovely glow. Next, you can use it as a body oil. After a bath or shower, while your skin is still damp, massage the oil into your skin. Not only will this lock in moisture, but it will also leave your skin smelling divine. And let's not forget about the hair. A small amount of rose-infused oil massaged into the scalp can help to soothe dryness and flakiness, while also giving your hair a beautiful shine. Last but not least, it makes a fabulous nail and cuticle oil. A drop on each nail, massaged in, will keep your cuticles soft and your nails healthy. Remember to patch test before using it all over. We all have different skin types, and it's essential to make sure it suits yours. So that's how you store and use your homemade rose-infused oil. Well, that wraps up our tutorial on how to emulsify rose petals in rosehip unrefined oil. We've journeyed together from gathering our ingredients and tools to preparing the rose petals, through the emulsification process, and finally to the proper storage and usage of this luxurious beauty concoction. This rose-infused oil, a blend of nature's finest, is not only a treat for the senses with its soothing aroma, but also a boon for the skin. Its potent blend of antioxidants, essential fatty acids, and vitamins work harmoniously to hydrate, brighten, and nourish your skin. So why not give it a try? Unleash your inner beauty guru and create your very own rose-infused oil. We're sure you'll love the process as much as the results, and when you do, we'd love to hear about your experiences. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beauty DIYs. Until next time, keep glowing naturally. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the video. Welcome to the next one.